the scene with another video.
So I noticed while doing this video that I had the camera in the wrong position. So if you can see, it's a long angle when I want it more width. Next time I'll turn the camera around, but I just wanted to briefly say that I did notice that, and that's something I've taken inventory of and plan to fix in the future because I would prefer to be a full screen. Also, lastly, before we jump right into it, my hands, you will notice that they're all over the place. That is something that's also taken into inventory, and I'll work on getting better at. So disregard the hand movement and the skinny frame that you are seeing now, and just know that next week it'll be better. Thank you and enjoy the video.
I'm excited about this video. I was thinking last week about what we talked about briefly in regards to motivation and what that is, and what we can do to initiate some goal-oriented behavior. We did briefly discuss basically motivation is the process that initiates, guides, and maintains goal-oriented behavior, right? So I wanted to kind of jump right into this video and kind of backtrack just a little bit because I feel like we didn't get our feet wet last week. I kind of just jumped right in the water, swim to the goal, and just went away very quick. So I want to slow down and I want to back up a bit. If you could bear with me, we're going to get somewhere and we're going to get motivated today. So I was thinking about last week and just initiation and what we can do to reach our goals. It came to me all the time, so stuck in the everyday hustle and bustle of doing what we have to do that we forget what we want to do or what we reach to do just because we're so focused on what job we have to take because we have to pay these bills. You know what I mean? Where we have to live because this is just what it is. This is what I can afford for my daughter or my family or, my whoever is in your circle. You just get so caught up in what you have to do, you forget the things that you want to do. Or even you can set goals for things that you have to do as well. So I say all this to say that I just wanted to recap on motivation and kind of piggyback off of last week by going backwards instead of forward. And first, that's identifying goals, right? We want to build goal-oriented behavior, but what happens when you don't know what goal you're identifying, or you think your goal is too big and you're too small, or you're stuck in this kind of arena of life where you don't really know where you're heading. You're just pushing by day to get by, right? We've been there before. We're just going with the flow of life so we can maintain and keep our head above water, right? But what I want to do is kind of have us intentionally start identifying goals. And we can start this by small goals. And that's what I want to do this week. I want to focus this week, and I hope you guys can join me in trying to reach small obtainable goals. And I think when we slowly reach these small obtainable goals, it builds that goal-oriented behavior. Although it's not a huge goal, although it's not something that we envisioned our life to be, right? Or our dream job, our dream car, or our dream city to live. We can start with these small goals that can build this kind of goal-oriented behavior, so that way when we get to the bigger goals, it seems more obtainable. This week I sat and I was like, what can I do? Some small obtainable goals. So there's two things. Now I have this book that I've been writing in all year, right? Every year I try to maintain a planner. Now every year I get a planner. Every year I try to, and I always fall short on writing on the calendar part. Like we have notes sections and space to create sections and all different quotes inside the planners that I like to purchase. However, there's also calendars, and sometimes I just fall short. Every day I do not write in the calendar. I try to, and some weeks I'm better than others, but lately I've been slacking. So my first short-term goal is to write in the calendar of my journal, of my planner, not just the space to create or notes or discussions, to write in the calendar. And what I mean by the calendar, okay, I'm in October now. So we're the 18th. Today's the 17th. I'm doing it on a Sunday, but you get my drift. So what I mean is to write each day on a calendar, okay? I fall short of that sometimes, and I tend to write in like the space to create And that's just for this week. Or notes. This is where I tend to run to, but I want to be intentional about writing every day on a calendar, so checking off what I want to do daily, because I get so caught up in what I want to do long term that I forget these short term goals that I can work to accomplish and achieve. So the first short term goal is to write every day. Just something that I want to do, something that I'm thinking about, my prayer, whatever it is, to write every day. And my second short-term goal of the week is to cook 3 times out the week. It seems like, really, Mika? Really? I mean, some of you out there could dig that, right? Since Jada was about, I'm gonna give it, if I gotta be real, maybe 10. I slacked on the cooking, okay? She still get those good home cooked meals from time to time, but she cooks also. When we have Kima, she helps me. But I've been slacking on cooking. So my 2 short-term goals for this week for me to strive for is to write every day on my calendar and to cook 3 times a week. And my days preferably are Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, right? The good thing about short-term goals too is, you see, it just came in my mind. If I don't want to cook on Sunday, I can still do it on Monday. Or if I don't want to cook on Thursday, I can possibly cook on Friday, as long as I hit that 3-day mark, right? Those 3 days of cooking. That's the real goal. We're going to start small, because as you grow and as you build this muscle of goal-oriented behavior and mindset, then it becomes easier to reach the goals and easier to stick to the plan. But if you're anything like me, then easy sounds easy, but it's not when you start doing it, right? Life just comes along and you get caught up in the everyday that you forget these easy, simple things that we can do. So let's start practicing it. This week, I want to start with my 2 things again. It's to write in my journal on the calendar every day, no matter what it is. I just want to accomplish that and cook 3 times a week. Today is Sunday, and I'm just going to do it tonight so I can post tomorrow. I did cook today, so we're not going to count that, though. I said that'd be cheating. So I'm going to starting Monday. I'm going to start with you guys. I will not count today. I will start tomorrow with you guys, or today as you're watching it with you guys. So how about you guys let me know, what is a small obtainable goal that you can reach this week? Nothing major. Is it, oh, I'm going to do my makeup every day? That's coming soon, but I'm not ready to jump into that yet. Or is it just, am I going to go outside and take a walk every day? Am I going to exercise more? Just something you can do this week that is attainable. You can touch it and you can reach it if you just put your mind to it. Something that you can do you just didn't think of doing, or something that you just felt like, hey, that's so small, I can do it next week, or that's so small, I can get that done when I tackle this big goal. What is something you can tackle now that's obtainable and that it won't be so difficult for you to reach? Let me know in the comments. I'm trying to make this 10 to 15 minutes, so bear with me. The good thing about writing, whether you write this down, put it in your notes, or you have it in your mind, however you want to do this, you videotape yourself, you record yourself, you write in the comment section so you can go see it. You can always go back and see what you set, and then you can hold yourself accountable. So I do want to talk about accountability too, because that plays an important role when you're trying to set goals and trying to reach them. Because once you are able to be accountable for the things you did and didn't do, then you can easily fix it and tweak it if you're aware of it, if that makes any sense. So what am I saying? I'm saying, let's just say I don't cook for these next 3 days, right? Or for this week, 3 days out the week, and I only cook maybe 2 days. We don't want to make an excuse about it. We want to make ourselves accountable. Hey, you said you were going to do this. This is rain, sleet, hail, snow. We're going to get this done, right? Hold ourselves accountable. Every goal that we set is for a reason. It's to build these goal-oriented behaviors. I'm stuck on that. It sounds good. I don't know. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. But we are trying to build some qualities within ourselves to help us get to the bottom line. And that's just success, Black excellence. Excellence, you don't even have to be Black, but you know I'm messing with us. Build some characteristics within ourselves that can help us reach our goals and get out of familiar activities or familiar routines or familiar patterns that we're just so used to because we're stuck in living everyday life. It's difficult to get out of it. It's so easy to talk about it, but it's difficult. I've been there. I'm still there. Listen, I have to tell myself to cook 3 times a week, and I hope that I can achieve this goal by next week. And if I don't, I want to hold myself accountable, and I want to make sure that I'm clear that that it's very important to reach these goals that we set for ourselves, especially the smaller ones, because they're so obtainable. It doesn't take much. So let's come together, get a list of some small obtainable goals, and let's try to reach it this week. And while we're doing that, let's hold ourselves accountable when we fall short. If you fall short, don't trip. Don't worry. You got to recognize it. And that's the accountability part so that you can correct it, move forward, and do better next time. So that's my 10 minutes. I hope this helps you guys. I'm going to start with my cook 3 days this week and write every day in my calendar. Those are the 2 obtainable goals I am going to strive for this week. Please, again, in the comment section, let me know what some attainable goals that you guys are looking forward to reaching this week. Hey, if it's big or small, it doesn't matter. Anything, whatever you put your mind to, it starts with starting, and it starts with acknowledging what you want to do. So let's start somewhere, and let's start here in the comment sections. Let me know. Let's reach these goals. It's your girl Mika Means. Before I go, please like, comment, and subscribe. The subscription is free. It doesn't cost any, but your subscription and your comments are just a blessing in disguise, and I would really appreciate it. So you guys stay blessed, stay motivated, and let's get focused on this week's assignment. 1 obtainable goal. It takes 1. It takes 1. Let's get it.
Throw your hands up if you with it. Drop it.